Alright, so it's now 12:38 p.m. on Tuesday, August 22nd, and so, let's see, right now I am waiting for, again, I'm walking around like I'm going somewhere. I'm waiting for the guy to come about insulation. My cousin told me his name, and I've already forgotten it. That's helpful. But apparently I'm looking for some weird-looking redneck dude. So, the guy comes here looking like a weird redneck. I know I've got the right guy, whatever his name is. Yeah. So, he'll be here to give my cousin an estimate on insulation that I mentioned earlier, for the underneath of the house and inside. So he's got to come in here because, like I mentioned, up in the attic that's not only access to the attic that I'm aware of. So I've got all this crap in here. I got like a clear path for once. Yay! I gotta clean my bed off, but I'm not quite in here yet, and I'm still working on the bathroom. And yeah, anywho. So, yeah. All this lovely crap in the way. Like, here's the door. Anybody need anything to wear? Yeah. And, yeah. The one little dinky attic door. Yeah. I use the term attic loosely. I use the term attic to literally mean that one big room above the house. No storage up there. No, like, it'd be awesome if I could use it for storage, but one, how the heck do I get up there? I'm not scrambling up, like... Hopefully it's not a big dude. They can actually get up there, you know? Like, literally, seriously. Anyhow, so, waiting on him, and then for him to come back and do the insulation. I'm not, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to be moving back in here. It's nice and cool, at least, so there's that. Yeah, usually I think I can usually hear, trucks or whatever come up. That's just a car going by the road, okay. So anyhow, I'm still working on clearing off my external, my little, if I can get it here, my little external memory thing here, because I'm running out of memory from everywhere. Yeah. So I think my next big purchase will be another one of those. It'll be a while, like, when I say my next big purchase, I mean my first big purchase after catching up with all my bills and my credit card. So it's gonna be a while, but my next big purchase, when I can make a purchase, have a job, get my credit card taken care of, then I'll be buying another one of those. But for the meantime, okay, so for my 22nd birthday, I have a picture of the cake that I'll include somewhere. I think I'm just gonna include the pictures at the end, or whenever. I'll throw a picture. I think it was a green cake. I don't know. But I've got a picture of it on my computer, I know. But anyhow, so, as for journal entries, I didn't write one on my actual birthday. Usually I'm celebrating my birthday by doing whatever it was I was doing. So instead, I'm going to sort of read 3 journal entries from my dead journal that I still had back then. Okay, so, let's see, back in July 19th, 2005, let's see, what did I put? Okay. It amazes me what some people will name their children. Here are some in my local paper. Let's see, the birth announcements, Bailey, Faith, spelled F-A-Y-T-H. Baileys, please drink responsibly. I don't mind virtue names, but for Samhain's sake, learn to spell. And I put, because I was like all pagan-y back then. Yeah. What else? Yeah. Like Samhain, like this. Celtic Halloween, you know what I mean. I'm gonna edit that little thing out, so there's gonna be it's gonna be a little jump cut there. I don't know, I showed you that whole thing. Lagan, L-A-G-A-N, a girl, no doubt pronounced like Lagan, will also no doubt have to spend a lifetime of introducing herself as Lagan. That I'm talking too fast. Okay, hold on a second. Let me show you this. So whenever you see me like do the camera like this, the awesome movement there, it's, if I can show you. Oh, I've got to switch cameras right now. This thing here, it's a 3M product. It's kind of like a pop socket, but it sticks to the thing. And it's got this little, I can't show you, little strappy thing that gives you better grip on it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm readjusting my grip on this phone, like this. So yeah. Okay. Can't get my bangs to do right. Anyhow, so I had a pop socket, but it didn't last, and it didn't really stick to this phone because it's rounded. And this thing is like one layer strip, so it sticks better. So anyhow, so that's what that weird shakiness is in my videos. Okay, I'm going to rest my hand on this table here. Okay, Lagan, a girl, will no doubt pronounced like Lagan, will also no doubt have to spend a lifetime of introducing herself as Lagan with an L, not Megan. And then the grown-ups, there's a Benji Barker. If you're from the 80s, if you were like alive in the 80s or whatever, you'll know that that's funny. Anita Prophet, don't we all? And then the winner, and this isn't really working if you're not seeing it, but Wolf Butts. There is or was a man in my county named Wolf Butts. You can't make that up. And then, so again, if I seem rushed, I don't know when to expect this guy to come. He could pull in at any time. Like, one day I'll have a nice, calm, relaxed video where I'm not rushing through everything and not trying to get out the door or whatever. Probably not, but anyhow. So anyhow, on August 13th, after my birthday, okay, so I actually titled this one, My Computers Suck Big Time. That's what I titled this one. I'm on a borrowed computer tower right now. The one at my apartment is in the shop. The normal house tower won't even turn on. I've made a post in the Just Talk section of Mystic Wix entitled Medieval Times. Yes. That website, I think that website was like, Mystic Wix is a pagan forum, and it kind of, like, I was on that all the time in my early 20s, early 20s. And, like, eventually something happened and the whole website crashed, everything got lost. A few things were saved. So I went on, like, a couple years ago, and it's, like, back up on like, a different server. But at the time, I was, like, I had, like, a job and other things, and I just never had the time to post anything, so I kind of forgot about it. I don't know if it's still up or not, so, yeah. I mean, if you want to try and find that Just Talk section of Mystic Wix entitled Medieval Times from August 2005, you're welcome to it, but I don't think it exists anymore. But if you do find it, let me know, because that'd be neat. I don't remember what I wrote. Okay, back to the article, back to the entry. Can't talk today, can't talk ever, but whatever. Also, while I was out feeding the dogs, around 9 p.m. I heard a sound coming from the woods. The portion of the woods past the dog lot and before the pool. I don't know what it was, and I've never heard anything like it. It sounded like a cross between a screaming cat and a nanny goat. It was too dark to see. It was too dark to see as it was, not to mention the dense trees. It was like, and I wrote down a sound effect. I'm not gonna try to do the sound effect. Like a cat howling, followed by a goat, but not. I'm not sure what to make of it. Oh, and I have allergies or something. I've been snotting ever since I got to the apartment. I have Neosporin under my nose. I have no fever, so it's not a cold. Let me show you what I wrote down for the sound effect. Here you go. There's the sound that I was not going to read out loud. Ooh, my thing just did some jumpy thing there. I don't know what that was. Alright, so knowing what I know now, and just being able to have better internet, do better research, hearing that sound like that more often, that was just a fox. I'd never heard a fox before, and yeah, foxes make weird screaming noises. So yeah, that's all that was. And then I have another one here. Let's see. August 18th, so 10 days after my 22nd birthday. Again, I'm fixing my hand in the phone. Okay. This one's kind of long. Oh, my mouth is all dry. Hold on. Alright, okay, so 10 days after my 22nd birthday. Well, I'm still in the borrowed computer tower. By the way, I've kind of just glanced over this. I don't know what all it says. Yeah, anyhow, so well, I'm still on the borrowed computer tower. Day before yesterday night, I was feeding the dogs and there was a spider. So I ran in to get Pop because I didn't know where the spray was. Anyhow, when we were out... So I ran in to get Pop because I didn't know where the spray was. Anyhow, while we were out there, Pop saw some tomatoes that needed picking. He told me to get them since he had his hands full with bug spray and the flashlight. He called the tomatoes bananas twice. sticker. I'm not gonna say, I'm like, if I have like a little like star, Snicker, star, I'm not gonna say it's Snicker. That's just stupid. I'm just gonna make the noise. Yeah. If you're wondering why I didn't just step on the spider, it was August. I was wearing sandals, so no. Okay. Hopefully you can keep up with this one. Speaking of feeding the dogs, okay, so back then we had Ranger and Ranger's mom, Lady. And we also had another gray cat named Smokey. I have very few pictures of Smokey because I didn't have a good camera back then. I know I have one on the computer somewhere. I'll include pictures of them somewhere in here. I am never going to have one of those reading stories YouTube pages, let's just be real. Speaking of feeding the dogs, Smokey now keeps following... Bah. I'm going to edit some of this. Speaking of feeding the dogs, Smokey now keeps following me into the dog lot. Now that we've gone back to Alpo, he loves Alpo gravy, silly kitty. So tonight when I was feeding the dogs, it was, let the dogs in, let Smokey in, shut the gate. I went to feed the dogs, no Alpo, so I had to go back out. I meant for only Smokey to come out, but Ranger came out too. So, what the heck, I shut the gate, leaving Lady in. Got 3 cans of Alpo from the garage. I don't know why I got 3 cans, there's only 2 dogs. And went back to the dog lot. Ranger and Smokey went in, then Lady and Ranger went out. So there I was with a cat in the dog lot calling the dogs. So I finally got everyone back in, fed the dogs, got Smokey out, and went to feed the cats. Yeah, we had... Okay, back then we had Smokey, I think Hop. Hop had 3 names. I'll get into that later. We had Lady and Ranger, and then Smokey, Hop, and Scoot. And I think we still had Boots back then. I don't remember. Have to check stuff. Okay, so back to the thing. Gwen and Pop got an apple corer and peeler thingy. You know those things that, like, I'll include a picture in here. Pop wants to make pies from the apples off our tree. It took us a while to figure the thing out. Pop forgot to peel the first apple, and I put one on backwards. Sorry, adjusting my phone. It's really meant for big store-bought apples, not our teeny homegrown ones, so getting the core off the prongs is a pain. It took us a while to realize that after you screw/drill the core out, you can pull the drill thingy back. We were trying to screw it back out. Boy, did that sound wrong. And I wrote that down there too. Okay. Okay, so I just kind of glanced over it. Basically, I wrote about a dentist appointment. Excuse me. Nobody needs to, like, dang it. Yeah, that's not really interesting. It's a dentist appointment, and I got a filling. And I had a new dentist, and I was reading... no, I read Chapter 2 in Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia while I waited in the dentist office. And then we went to, we went to Barnes & Noble, and I was looking for a bookmark. You know this, like, the plain bookmarks is just like that plastic strip, and I wanted one that had, like, the little tab you can put on top of it. But all they had at Barnes & Noble were the kind of, like, you know, the beads, and, like, they're plastic shaped like ladybugs and frogs, and, no, I didn't want that, and didn't have it. Let's see, I was also looking for the 7th book, The Last Battle, the 7th book of, Narnia, the Narnia series, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, whatever you call it. Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, I think that's just the first book. What is that whole series called? I forget, but I was looking for that book. Let's see, oh, and I found the Silmarillion at Borders, because that was still a thing back then. What else did I get? Yeah. I flipped through the Silmarillion and started snickering while reading it in the store, so I had to buy it. Yeah, that's basically it. So anyhow, and that's enough for now. Let's see, do I have anything for my next year thing, 2006? I'm not going to read it now, obviously. Ooh, I have no entries for August at all. Open new tab. Let's just do... Okay, so I'm going to check this for other things and try to keep this a bit short because I don't know how much memory I have on my computer and tower thing just yet, so you'll see me later. Bye. So it's 2:58 p.m. right now, and I'm still waiting on this insulation guy. That's the one thing about maintenance people. Can I get an idea of when you're going to be here, you know? I mean, I understand, you know, if you schedule to come at 4 and you don't show up till 6. I know, like things happen in your last appointment, you know, some things might take a while longer. I get that. But all day is not an appointment time, you know, like, really, and then I'm also waiting on the phone people to come to my grandparents' house because they're having phone problems. Like, every time it rains, the phone goes out, like, it just turns really staticky, and the upstairs phone just rings off the hook for no reason. It just, like, rings. It'll just randomly ring. Like, nobody's there. Like, because it happened before. Like, we got a new phone up there. It rang. It was the only phone in the house that rang, despite being the same number. Picked it up. Like, that fun staticky noise. And so, I mean, I guess nobody there. So we called them, and they were supposed to come yesterday, and I was going to, you know, go over there while they were there to see the phones, ask them about our new modem and router to figure that out. Because we switched over to higher internet speeds, and we got a new modem, because somehow something happened to the old one. We'd had it for several years. I mean, it was probably time for an upgrade anyway. And my grand went ahead and got faster internet for like $10 more a month. Their internet there was like $14, so it's like, I think it's still under 20 for whatever we get. I think it's like five whatevers. I forget the measurement thing. But anyhow, I finally figured out how to get the internet, the Wi-Fi working, sort of. I've got the modem and the router and the red laptop. I've got them all hooked up. I've got the modem. It has the hole for the power cord, one for the Ethernet cord, and one for the phone cord. That's it. So the Ethernet cord, the internet cord, the yellow Ethernet cord. The yellow cord is plugged into the router, and then there's another gray Ethernet cord from the router to the computer, and you know it works fine. But as soon as I unplug the cord from the computer, no internet. So I can't figure out how to plug everything up so that I can pick the laptop up and walk off and still have internet. I've got something plugged in wrong, and I can't figure. I've switched things around. I can't figure it out. I had this problem last time. It was something stupid. But I'm just gonna let the phone people figure it out. I'm like, yeah, can't figure it out. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm waiting on people. And like, I have things I need to do. Like, I want to finish painting the door. Like, I'll show you. I found some little brushes. But I also feel like I need to be in that room so I can see and hear when the guy comes. So again, I'm playing the waiting game. Yay. So, this is another project back here at another point in time, not right now. So yeah, I'm going to switch over. Yeah, so this door. Like, I was going to paint this part yellow and this blue, but I was like, no, you don't need to do that. So, just keep the peace. Fine, I'll just leave the yellow. I guess it looks okay. I mean, would it look bad with the blue? I don't know. I can do that later, I guess. We'll see. But see right here, because I was going to do this blue and this yellow, I didn't bother with keeping this neat. Focus. 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 This is ridiculous. So, like, I've got yellow. You can kind of see all here, like on this part here, that it will not focus on. Can I show you a better spot? Like here, Whoa, that looks crooked. Setting like right here on this part where I got that yellow. I'm gonna paint this and zoom out. Can I zoom out? Let me see, back up far enough. So like this part here, that part, I'm gonna paint yellow and put some tape here and paint this yellow, and just so this, like, you know, like like this part here. I can't remember my point at, like there. I'm gonna paint that yellow so that it looks better. And yeah, so. And I might do another coat because it's not quite thick enough, I don't think. You can still see some of the beige or whatever color that is behind it. So I might do another coat, not sure yet. And my friend sent me here with putty knives to clean out the tub. Not sure how that's going to work, if it's just going to scrape up the tub or what. Like, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing with this. We'll see. $5.11, still no insulation guy. Don't know if he's going to come today. Maybe he came out at the crack of dawn and I missed him because I didn't get in here until sometime afternoon. This is why we need times. So I know if I need to be in my house. Because I don't usually wake up till around noonish. Actually, I do wake up a little bit earlier, but yes, beside the point. So my sleep doctor's appointment is at the end of the month. And I've been keeping a sleep journal, sort of. More like a spreadsheet in my Google account. So I'm bored right now because I can't really do anything. I've been putting not masking tape, but painter's tape where I don't want to paint. The blue painter's tape is actually where I would put the actual blue. So I think I'm going to finish doing that sometime and then paint over the tape just to see what it looks like. That way, if I don't like it, I can just rip the tape up. So I'll be able to actually see what it's going to look like. It looks good with the color-wise, it looks good with the tape, but the tape's a darker blue. We'll see. Anyhow, so I think I'm going to wait to move in until after the insulation guy is done, because he's going to have to be all up in my house, like literally. And I don't want to be living here while someone's like just coming and going and working, you know, that's weird. Especially since my bedroom is like right there and the insulation is like right up there, you know. Yeah, no. Yeah, just no. So I have no idea when I move back in here. It should be soon, if he ever gets here. So after that's done, I think I'll be good maintenance-wise. Still got to work on my tub, got to scrape all that crap out. And then put some new stuff on, even though okay, for the record, I'm using a putty knife to scrape out the tub. And I was trying to, for whatever dumb reason, scrape the paint off of my paint stick. Because it was like really thick and it was like, you know when you get so many layers of paint and it won't dry? I was trying to get the layers of paint off so I could use it again. And I stabbed myself in the hand with a screwdriver. Right there. It's not that big a deal, but it kind of stings still. There, and scrapes myself there. So I'm going to wait till tomorrow when these scab over and then get back to doing that. And I think, okay, once all that's done, my next project is this closet. And this is my closet, if I get back in here. This used to be an entire room. There's some clothes back there, coats or whatever, clothes. There's like 2 rows of clothing here, some behind there. I don't know why. There's some Halloween costume going on there. And here. Yeah, I've showed you all this before. Here, this door, that door there, and behind another door. Yeah. I have no excuse, like, I've got clothes. That's an understatement. I do not wear all of these. Yeah. Some, like, I'm not good at getting rid of clothes because I don't know where to go. I mean, yeah, there's Goodwill, but I kind of want money out of them. I don't, like, I guess I gotta figure out the tax thingy, but, I mean, this is getting ridiculous. So, what I want to do is, like I said earlier, divide them by short sleeve, quarter sleeve, long sleeve. Actually, no, I'm going to do pants first. In fact, I've already gone through my blue jeans. And I've got that crate thing right there that if they don't fit or what, like, they don't fit basically. I'll send those to the beach with my grand to see maybe my cousin can wear them because we're almost the same, like sort of near the same size, and some might fit her better than me, or like maybe she'll find someone to wear them. Okay, and then there's like pants and shorts. I need to go through my skirts next, which are right over there. I've got a few more scattered around. So do my skirts next. And then take out what didn't, I'm going to take out what doesn't fit. There's no point keeping it if it doesn't fit. And there's a few nostalgic pieces, but not many. There's just a few. And then shirts do, you know, short sleeves first, then quarter sleeves, long sleeves, like that. And, you know, do them by color, I guess. Because I don't need, like, I don't need 5 yellow shirts. I don't think I have 5 yellow shirts, but, you know, you don't need 3 of the same thing, you know. They're in good condition. So, yeah, basically that. And then things I just don't wear or don't like. Because if you're wondering why I have clothes that I don't like, it's called my gran. Bless her, does this day where she yells at me for having too many clothes. Then she goes to the store and buys me like 5 new shirts, 2 of which are okay, and 3 I'm like, not my style. I'm like, here, you know, take them back. And then she never takes them back. So then I'm stuck with them. I don't know why she doesn't take things back. Like it's an incredible ordeal to go back to the store that you already went to. But whatever. Okie dokie. And I will probably vlog about that. I'm not going to show you my, what's like the designs and everything in here just yet, because I need something to show you when I'm going through everything. Let's see, do I have, like, yeah, so, basically, I think that's about it. I might keep a few, like, Alright, so right now it's 7:53 p.m., and this is what the door looks like with the painter's tape. I'm going to hop up on the toilet here. That's a weird thing to say to give a better view. So that's what it looks like with the blue. And it would be this shade of blue, not that dark shade of blue though. I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, the color-wise, I'm not going to leave the tape up there. That's stupid, but yeah. So that's what that looks like.